We are about to begin shortly. We request you all to just settle down, be relaxed, and we will be good to go any minute. Thank you. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Panasonic India, I, Sanchali Arora, extend a very warm and cordial welcome to everyone who is present here with us today. Before we begin, I think it's an exciting day, so let's start with a huge round of applause from everyone, please. Thank you. Well, Panasonic has been a household name, as we are all aware, for most of us out here. Be it the Panasonic phones, which I believe all of us had, at least mine was a Panasonic, the very first one, or be it the latest smart home appliances. Panasonic has always been a front runner in offering comfort and convenience to its consumers since the very start. Well, the brand has been redefining the space of digital cameras under its brand LUMIX for the past 2 decades. The world's first mirrorless, interchangeable lens camera, be it that, or be it the new innovative products that it is coming out with, it has a camera for everyone to enjoy. And today we are more than delighted, elated to share with you that we will be unveiling a much awaited and exciting product from the house of LUMIX. Let's give it up for that, please. Thank you very much. Well, on that note, without any further ado, I'd like to invite Mr. Tadashi Chiba, Managing Director, Panasonic Life Solutions India and Panasonic Operational Excellence India for the welcome address. Let's give it up for Chiba-san.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here today on this momentous occasion as we launch the new edition of our LUMIX S5 series, S5II and S5IIX, full-frame mirrorless cameras. While S5II will be available immediately, S5IIX will be available in the next few months. A very warm welcome to my colleagues from LUMIX Japan, Mr. Yosuke Yamanen, Director, Imaging Business Unit, Mr. Kentaro Tamaki, General Manager, Imaging Business Unit, who have joined us here today. This is my second stint in India as I return as a Managing Director, and I'm absolutely delighted to have this opportunity to join hands with our chairman, Manish Sharma-san, to steer the company towards long-term, sustainable and profitable growth. Panasonic is deeply committed to the Indian market, and we have been investing significantly over the last many years and have close to 11 manufacturing facilities across the country. We are a diversified technologies company that provides solutions to enrich people's lives at home and work, and strive to build a greener future for our planet for over a century. We are a worldwide leader in the development of home appliances, industrial devices, automotive, lifestyle, and connected solutions. Our imaging business, under the brand name of LUMIX, is an integral part of our B2B business, engaged with content creators across the spectrum to deliver high-quality content for consumers. Our goal is to become #1 in the video category for cameras. As of now, we are amongst the top 4 players in India. Currently, LUMIX India contributes toward 2.6% to overall LUMIX business. And we are keen to see that increase with the opportunity India presents. We are targeting creators with strong preferences in artistic expression, namely videographers, YouTubers, wedding-related customers. And I'm delighted to be here with the team who is responsible for bringing the new range of S5 series to the Indian market. Based on consumer feedback, we have added some exciting new features to the new range. So without further ado, I will hand over to my colleagues to share more information about the product. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Shrivan-san. I'm sure the pace at which the brand has been growing, innovating and creating, it wouldn't be far that we will be #1 in the video category as well. Well, with that, moving on, may I kindly invite Mr. Yoshoke Yamane, Director, Imaging Business Unit, Panasonic Entertainment and Communication Company Limited, to share more about the vision behind the exciting new addition in the LUMIX S series. Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome to the LUMIX press event, and thank you for coming from all over India. I'm Yosuke Yamane, in charge of global imaging business. It's my great pleasure to meet you face to face, and I'm very excited to have the opportunity to directly introduce to you our new products that we have put our hearts into developing. I came to India for the first time in 7 years. I found that the cityscape has changed and the people are full of energy. I see great potential for growth in the future of this country. India is already having the world's largest population and continuing to realize high economic growth rate. As India is the biggest country in the world, we position India as one of our important markets, and we would like to achieve growth together with the people of India by providing the products that the people of India want. Since we started the LUMIX business in 2001, we have taken on various challenges based on our advanced technologies under the slogan of "Create the New Photoculture." And this year marks the 15th anniversary since we have launched the world's first mirrorless camera G1 in 2008. Furthermore, since the introduction of the full-frame mirrorless S series in 2019, under the LUMIX brand tagline of Motion Picture Perfect, we have determined to strongly support creators in both photography and videography and develop products that creators can create works as they wish. LUMIX aims to become an essential partner for creators around the world who sincerely wish to impress people with photos and videos and have a passion for expression. We support their creativity by making full use of advanced technology and heartful service. Today, we would like to introduce two new full-frame mirrorless cameras, the S5 Mark II and Mark IIX, which will open up a new era by gathering the best of our technology. We have developed these models to strongly supporting creators' aggressive shooting style and condensing various technical challenges into a compact body. As a way of realizing the expression demanded by creators, we developed a new processing engine and a new image sensor to increase processing speed and resolution, as well as improving the dynamic range on the hardware side. In addition, we have strengthened our range of the hardware side. In addition, we have strengthened our software capabilities, including image processing and AI technology. Especially for people in India, it is very important to film the wedding ceremony, which is a big event in life. In order to meet the needs of over 400,000 videographers involved in filming, we have challenged to drastically improve autofocus performance that captures the subject accurately and eliminates shooting errors. Image stabilizer that enables stable images even in active shooting scenes, and color science and other image processing technologies that enable beautiful images even in dark locations. For the first time in LUMIX, new models incorporate PDAM. Together with the subject recognition technology that we have cultivated over many years, we have achieved excellent autofocus performance. Furthermore, image stabilizer has evolved, so the performance of shooting while walking has been greatly enhanced. Within the new autofocus, new image stabilizer, and image processing technologies, we promise to provide more powerful support for Indian videographers active shooting in various shooting scenes. Our staff will explain the details later. I am very pleased to have the opportunity to meet you in India and say personally thank you for all your daily support and introduce our new models. The products we are introducing today are our proud creations. Today, we would like you to experience our new product, and we would like you to strongly communicate to the people of India, the world's largest country. Thank you for your kind attention. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Yamani-san. Well, with two new models right now here in the market, new impressive features, and of course, performance enhancement that we will all see with the two models being here, I'm sure the passion for expression is only going to go one level up. So thank you very much for that. I'm sure everyone would like to get their hands on this beauty, this camera, and find out for themselves what excellence it brings. But before that, let me invite right here to tell you more about what sets this LUMIX S5II apart from the rest, Mr. Fumiyasu Fujimori, Managing Director, Panasonic Marketing India, Panasonic Light Solution India, to share his views. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello everyone. I'm Fumiyasu Fujimori, Managing Director of Panasonic Marketing India, Panasonic Life Solutions India. Thank you for being here with us today, and a warm welcome to my colleagues from Japan LUMIX team, Yamane-san, Tamaki-san, and its members, to have the great event today for us. Actually, I'm working for India for the last 1.5 years, and before that, I was in the LUMIX team in Japan, in charge of the global marketing head. So this LUMIX is the kind of the biggest product for me in my emotions. So I'm very happy to have this announcement today in this occasion. Almost 3 years back, a slide is not there. Okay. Almost 3 years back, Panasonic had launched a product that redefined the imaging business, the LUMIX S5 series, a catalyst of new era in the full-frame mirrorless imaging market, expanding the horizon of L-mount alliance. Our focus has always been to introduce newer and industry-first technologies for users. And we do this by leveraging our deep global expertise and investing in future-fit technologies. And today, we're delighted to introduce yet another breakthrough with LUMIX S5II and S5IIX. the latest addition to the flagship S series. The LUMIX S5II and S5IIX, an all-new hybrid full-frame mirrorless camera that continue the brand's tradition of innovation, providing professionals with unrivaled experiences. It's a testament to our passion to enable serious photographers and professionals in various fields to expand their range of work and pursue their creative expression without compromising on the quality. With the new engine, powerful sensor, updated stabilizing system, and new phase hybrid autofocus, the LUMIX S5II series offers unparalleled flexibilities and reliabilities in both photo and video. The new phase detection autofocus system from LUMIX delivers speed and accuracy to help you to capture your target subject even in the most challenging scenes where multiple subjects are involved, as well as in backlit or low light environments. New active image stabilizer system lets you walk and shoot with the smoothness of gimbals. Let's see the video about these features. So how do you like it? Good? Thank you, thank you. Imagine having your own photo adjustment filters in your cameras. Now you can choose from Panasonic provided library of LUTs or add your own. Then apply in camera for both photo and video to make sure you achieve the look you are going for, as well as reduce time in post-production. This will provide cinema-like output to fast-paced production environments like Indian weddings. Let's watch the another videos. Thank you very much. Specifically, in Indian weather conditions and holiday weddings, it is important that the camera can withstand continuous operation in all weather conditions. The LUMIX S5II and S5IIX optimized heat dispersion structure enable unlimited 4K, 6K recording and high frame rate recording. You all have been our constant companions in the growth of the LUMIX brand in India, and we are thankful for your support. The previous model, LUMIX S5, released in 2020, was highly prized by everyone, and we are very hopeful that latest edition will also perform well in the market. And we look forward to your support in driving the same. The latest range is available across LUMIX lounges, Panasonic LUMIX 4K zones, and dealer network across India, starting at INR 194990. It's truly the time to go mirrorless and limitless with Lumix S5II series. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Fujimori-san. With number of industry first, future-fit technology, and the features that have just been revealed in front of all of you, this camera is here to steal the show. And I think it is just the appropriate time when I will be inviting here on stage our very own Mr. Manish Sharma, Chairman Panasonic Life Solutions India, along with Tadashi Chiba-san, to witness this grand moment that we all have been waiting for. We are all set to bring in front of you the camera, which is going to be everyone's delight. Ladies and gentlemen. As well as everyone who has a passion for photography. Motion picture perfect. Well, we love the fact that you have your phones and cameras on, capturing this moment, but we'll be equally delighted if you can please put your hands together to make this moment extremely special for all of us, and I believe for all of you as well. Right here on stage, can I now please request Mr. Kentaro Tamaki, General Manager, Imaging Business Unit, Panasonic Entertainment and Communications Company Limited, along with Mr. Hardeep Sarna, Business Street, Digital Imaging Business, Panasonic Life Solutions India, to join in for another launch picture. Well, we are loving the smile on your face. If it is accompanied with an applause, we'll really appreciate that. Please everyone, let's put our hands together, make this moment special. Thank you. Thank you very much everyone. Manish-san, we request you to please stay here with us. Chiba-san, Yamani-san, Fujimori-san, Tamaki-san and Hardeep-san, thank you for joining us here. And with that, I will be re-inviting Manish back here on stage for the closing note. And of course, what makes this camera special is we will find out a little bit more about it.
Much has been said about the capabilities of the product. Some of the reflections of the camera's capabilities, including the diversity of the country, the beautiful diversity of the country, is on reflection across the images which have been shot using this camera. So this is a clear reflection of the kind of capabilities which this product possesses. I will take a step back and give you a reflection of the fundamental philosophy which cuts across since the company came into existence. Many of you have supported us over the years and are aware that how the history of the brand has evolved with the sole purpose of providing solutions with a basic business philosophy which has existed for several decades, if I remember correctly, for more than 7 decades, which has been central to whatever we do. So I'll take a step back and reflect upon variety of aspects of our existence and also the design philosophy which goes into consideration, concept, till the entire life cycle till post-mortem, and again bringing those feedbacks into new product development. Panasonic has existed for more than 104 years. We were founded in 1918. Two things come to my mind. First one is innovation, and second is important, which is democratization of technology. Founder of Panasonic, Konosuke Matsushita, one of his philosophies was that technology should be like tap water, which means it should be available in abundance and at affordable cost. Now, when we look at the current circumstance, what does this mean from the perspective of providing value to customers of today? So essentially, this philosophy goes into the very consideration of product design. And again, three things are extremely important for us. First one is performance of our products. I'll elaborate this in a while. Second one is extremely important and potentially the differentiation which we provide as value to our customers, which is the user interface. So first is performance, second is user interface, and third one, which we being Japanese, again differentiates us from the rest, which is reliability and durability of our products. Now, if you quickly look back into the presentations, into speeches which my colleagues gave just now, when it comes to, say, performance, Fujimori-san's presentation clearly reflected, apart from many others, but clearly two differentiated aspects of the product which we are introducing today. One is autofocus, and second is image stabilization. And once again we take a step back and look at that why, when Yamane-san mentions that India happens to be a focus market, what can be the reason? If you look at last about 10 years, there is so much happening into content creation space. And again, fundamentally because platforms have become democratized. It may have started with YouTube, with many other platforms which are providing opportunity to entrepreneurs to create content and democratize it, monetize it. So this trend is increasing, and this is a global trend. Then why focus into India? So when you look at video content creation, India would be very unique. There is so much of content creation happening into, say, web series, into movies, into variety of applications, into documentaries. But what is differentiated in India is the weddings. And there is so much of content which gets created into weddings, and they become our memories which we cherish through our lives. So therefore, when it comes to performance, these two differentiators, one is, say, the autofocus capability, which after years of research we have incorporated into these cameras, and second is image stabilization. If we step back and look at what happens into Indian weddings, these two features really come very handy. Then second is user interface. If you look at these cameras, there is so much of technology which is packed into a very small form factor. So in the first instance, while there are gimbals available, there are many tools available where you can, provide ease to capturing these images and these videos. But end of the day, when you hold the camera, the very ergonomics of it, the form factor, in the first instance, is your first experience when it comes to user interface. So I think first one is the physical form factor itself. And second is, I'm sure you're going to get a chance to, have your hands with the product. You will agree to me that the second thing into consideration is that while there are so many specifications and features which are available in this compact form factor, but how do you maneuver through those many buttons which exist on this product? And again, a lot of research has happened and a lot of feedback has come in from end consumers. And then the form factor is such that the ease of use, with those buttons being at the places where it comes really handy for you to be able to utilize it in the most efficient manner. And third one is the digital interface. While Fujimori-san's presentation reflected that how a lot can happen, including some aspects of post-processing within the camera itself. So how the digital user interface comes handy for you to be able to maneuver through those interfaces in an easy manner. So as I said, first is performance, second is user interface, and third one is most important for us because this cuts across all the products of Panasonic. We want to provide the lowest total cost of ownership to our consumers, which essentially means that throughout the life cycle of the product, how can we reduce the cost of ownership as much as possible? So durability definitely plays a major role in this, and then reliability of the product. And I'm sure you would have witnessed in the product presentation, features like efficient heat management, specifically coming into tropical conditions of our country. And second is the product being weather resistant, makes it more reliable and durable. So these are the three important aspects of our design consideration, cutting across all the products, and that happens to be central to the product which we are introducing today also. I am extremely thankful taking this opportunity to thank all our friends from media for reaching out for many years, the information as easy as possible to our consumers. I also take this opportunity to thank our colleagues who have traveled from Japan, which is a reflection of your focus and your support for Indian market. I'm sure our teams, our partners, influencers who happen to be part of our community will grow from here on, and I'm very confident that this product is going to be differentiated. It is going to provide an immense value for the ecosystem of content creation which is consistently growing in our country. I also want to reflect our commitment, being Panasonic, to the Indian communities, that we will continue to create such products and solutions for today to enrich our tomorrow. This is our motto, looking forward to the future. Once again, many thanks to all the friends from media to have gathered today. I'm extremely thankful to all the organizers who have put across this event in such a manner. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Anisan. Sir, we request you to stay with us for a bit more. As you said, performance, UI, reliability and durability for the company which is more than a century old, it speaks for itself. And I think it's time now to open the house for Q&A. So may I please invite back on stage Shiva-san, Yamane-san, Fujimori-san, Tamaki-san and Hardeep-san, please, to join in. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, we need a round of applause at every moment of anything happening on stage, so we appreciate it. We'll be opening the house for Q&A. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask them. We just request you to kindly introduce yourself before posing a question to anyone here, please. Yes, sir. Anyone, please? If you can just raise your hand, we'll get you a mic. Yes, sir, I can see your hand. Can we get a mic to sir?
Hi, Aditya from Gadget 360. I had a doubt about the S5IIX. Very few details about it in the presentation. So, when would it be launched? When we would get to see it, pricing, etc.?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Yeah, with respect to S5IIX, it is going to be launched sooner. Like we have already made the announcement, but as far as detail part is concerned, that will be shared later on. Say next 2 to 3 months time, you will be getting to know more about this particular product.
Sir, Mukesh Singh this side from 91 Voice. Yeah. So apart from the unit, what kind of accessories are you providing with the box?
In the box itself?
Yeah.
There are 3 variants that is coming. One is S5 Mark II body only. One is kit, which comes along with a lens of 2060 mm lens. This time we have to come out with third variant, which includes S50 lens, that is 50 mm lens f1.8. So there are 3 variants.
Okay, and what is the date the device will be available in India?
This S5 Mark II will be available by next week's time.
Thank you. And what is the when the S5IIX?
The date of launching or date of availability will be announced sooner. It will take some time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else with any questions? Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my question is to Manish San. I'm Chitra from Indo Business Line. It is to do with your statement about the lowest cost of ownership, where you actually stressed upon maintenance and reliability. But I think in the era that we are living in, where you have to change a product literally, I mean, every season because the use case changes. I mean, the technology is so rapidly changing. You might just need a camera that can do chat GPT chat or you know AI or whatever. The Instagram, I mean, since you seem to be focused on content creators, the Instagram Reels might have different tools for which I don't know whether. So essentially, to cut the question short, how future ready are you? You know, in terms of technology.
Chitra, thank you for coming in. So, you know, this is my own experience, and I say that with responsibility, having worked for about 9 to 10 years into R&D. When it comes to any product, and maybe I'll take a step back and, you know, give a reference of air conditioners, for example, and I'll come to cameras then. So one of the considerations for consumers in the past used to be the initial cost of acquisition. And the reason Japanese brands are delivering that differentiated value, say in products which have something mechanical in nature. You would have seen that into automotive, and you see that happening into air conditioners, and that would be true in cameras also. I'll come to that in a while. But when you look at the initial cost of acquisition, that might be a notch differentiated. But when you look at the annual maintenance cost which you incur on those products over a period of time, because these products require regular maintenance, there are motors, there are compressors which are running into these products which age over a period of time. So when you capture, and also when they sort of deteriorate over a period of time, the electricity which they consume also, you know, the efficiency changes in over a period of time. That is what I mean when I say cost of ownership. Now cutting back to cameras, for example, you know, the experience over a period of time is such, and when people would like to utilize the products as much as possible, and there are instances when these equipments would capture more than 2 events in a day, when these buttons are used for n number of times, which sometimes go beyond the design considerations. So how do they perform, and what is the reliability of these products when you look back in next 5 to 7 years? And I completely agree that the life cycle of products is becoming short, fundamentally because the upgradation of technology is faster than ever. On the other hand, when you look at the focus segment of these cameras, in a larger sense, they are already future ready. So when you look at the potential change which might happen specifically in the hardware specification space, when it comes to image sensors, when it comes to compatibility of lenses, you know, so and so forth. So they would be like future ready. When it comes to, say, firmware or the software aspect of it, larger part of that is upgradable because we consistently provide those upgrades. Now, building into artificial intelligence within the product has already happened, but then integrating it with rapid changes which are happening would be a challenge of the future.
Thank you. Anybody else? Yes, right behind you, if you can give the mic.
Yeah, hi, I'm Kumar Rahul from PTI. Just wanted to know for the overall Panasonic study, for the Lumix, what importance India has, in terms of sales and marketing, etc., and the way if you look at the Indian market, it's, gradually, it's, the purchasing power is going on, young generation is going on. But what is overall strategy and outlook is for the Indian market for Lumix?
Rahul, that's a great question. First of all, the qualitative response to your question will be gentlemen who have joined from Japan is a reflection of the potential of the country. So this is the first point I would like to say qualitatively. Now quantitatively, India's sales of cameras is less than 3% of our global sales currently. Camera sales of our India revenues, all what we do put together, is less than 2%. But here we are, is a reflection, and there would be 2 reasons to this. The first and most important reason is that while the revenue contribution of camera might be low, but the perception and positioning which this adds far exceeds many other categories. So that is one reason, because this is truly cutting edge technology which we want to showcase. And the second one is that alignment of this technology and what it can deliver with the societal needs and specifically weddings is really very high. So that is the reason we are here today. The focus happens to be high in terms of revenue and growth. It is very obvious that with better products which are more suitable for the Indian environment, we are looking at much more higher growth than what we have delivered in the recent past.
Thank you. Anyone? I believe most of the questions have been answered, and we have one more hand. Yes, please.
Hi, so as a content creator, I really like that real-time LUT feature, but what I'm concerned about it is that how much battery time I can expect after doing that.
I'll just answer that. The battery that is coming along with the camera is has already proven. So we continued with the same set of batteries. Like previously, the same battery was coming in S5 also and S1. So as far as with real-time LUT is also concerned, it is giving around 40 to 50 minutes of usage.
Okay. Yes.
Hi, this is Raghveer from G Business. Will users of Lumix S5 be able to use those lenses with this camera? Yes. Or will there any kind of converter available with this?
No, this S series is with L mount. If you would have seen in the presentation also, when we got into this full frame, the L mount lens, which continued right from the first generation full frame camera, that was S1 series, which continued for S5, and the same is applicable for S5 Mark II also. So we are going with the same set of lenses, no change as far as that. In fact, just to add up, we are planning to add up more set of lenses going forward.
So we have a whole range out there. I'm just scanning through the room if there are any more hands or any more questions. Yes. We go back to the lady, please.
Yeah, I have one more question on wedding photography, because the camera seems to be, you've mentioned several times that your target audience is wedding. So how has the need, wedding photography, one does see pre-wedding shoots happening in Lodi Garden, etc., etc. So what are the new needs for weddings that have emerged? Did you do a study on, there are more song and dance routines and stuff like that. So accordingly.
So, there are two aspects to the content which gets created, and we have some partners also here, and after the event we can get into a conversation to understand it better. From my point of view, there are two aspects. One aspect is when we capture it. The second aspect is when we process it and edit it. So I believe that how we can make this seamless at the time of capturing and then say the post-production or edit. How can we make this whole process seamless is one of the trends which is rapidly evolving. Because and this is one. And second is under variety of lighting conditions. How can the product create content which is kind of memorable? So under highlight conditions, a lot of products can do well. But when it gets into varied conditions, including low light conditions, how does the product perform? And third, I think the trend which is coming out in terms of video quality is that when the environment is highly dynamic, not only the lighting conditions are changing, but the movement is also high and dynamic. How can this remain focused? So I think that is one differentiated feature which we are announcing today. But we have some very able partners here who are helping us create a difference in terms of reaching out to people and also creating content. So Chitra, we can get into that conversation also.
Hi.
Yes.
Sorry. Shelly here from ePrime. What's the market size for wedding photography? And for the premium cameras like Lumix, I mean, how many units do you see in a year or?
The market size for DSLRs exceed 340 or 350,000 units annually. What I understand. Hardeep, would you like to respond?
I just would like to. With respect to wedding side, we know that around 80% is the wedding segment, right? 20% is other segment of units are there. If we talk about unit wise, it is approximately 2 lakh units per annum is what units are selling. This includes both APS-C and the thing, and 80% is towards wedding side.
Thank you. And we had a question right here from the front. Can we please give the gentleman a mic? Right here in the front, please. So if you can kindly raise your hand one more time so that the lady can get you a microphone. Thank you.
Hi, this is Abhishek from Gadget Studios. A lot of stuff is happening on OTT these days. So would like to know, especially when we see stuff being shot on an iPhone and then it is being released on YouTube, and like a recent movie got released over there. So for these cameras, do they also support Dolby Vision and some other codec over there, which can actually give you a better sound quality as well as better graphics overall? So would like to know how compatible or useful these cameras are to shoot OTT stuff and then to release it over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the meantime, so I'm not in a position to take names, but the top two, what comes to our mind, if you look at their website, you'll find a lot of our products of the past, starting from S1 till the last S5, to be approved cameras for the content creation. And because the NDAs are in place, I'm not in a position to name them, but you can safely imagine that those products are already creating a lot of content for those top digital platforms. Okay?
Yeah. Primarily a lot of cameras we have in our portfolio, which is full frame plus micro four third also, which are being used for content creation for OTT platform also. Plus we have features which help creators in creating content for OTT. So you can have a touch and feel over there. You will get to know more about that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Prabhu here from CMR. I'm an analyst. Just wanted to thank you all for a wonderful presentation. My question to Manish-san, the product looks great. Everything has been said. My question is around what's the potential go-to-market strategy that you're looking at? How are you, like the previous question was around competition from smartphones. So what is that you're going to do in terms of demand? I can tell you that the premium segment is immune and there is that demand, but how are you going to get the attention and all of that?
Over the last few years, this might be a very amateurish response to your question, but I think one of the most practical ones. Over the last few years, I have personally myself tried my hand with such products, including these sophisticated cameras. And most of the time, I think 80 to 85% of the time, I end up taking pictures using the intelligent auto mode, which means that I'm utilizing the capabilities of such products only to a limited extent. And this might not be true with professionals, at least. But when I say that, our responsibility is to democratize technology. So I think first go-to-market strategy is to make people who are interested in content creation aware about the capabilities of these products. So therefore, we will do a lot of workshops to train people, and we have partners who are capable of providing these workshops. So we'll carry out a lot of workshops within the country to let those budding photographers and videographers to understand this product better, because the transition is also happening from those conventional shoulder type video cameras to such products. So therefore we need to train them how to use them, and there is so much of peripheral equipment also which goes for any content creator to be able to do that. So first is workshops. The second one is the channel where people can come and experience these products. So we have exclusive display within multi-branded outlets also and within exclusive outlets also. And incidentally, we being a brand which proposes several products to consumers, we have hundreds of exclusive stores within the country. We call them brand shops. So not only the photo channel, but also across select exclusive stores, we will display such products. So I think apart from a lot of other things which we will do for marketing, these are two things which will be our immediate priority.
Thank you. Hope that answers the question. And I believe, I don't see any more hands. So thank you to everyone here on stage.
Thank you so much.
Can we have a huge round of applause? Thank you. I will request you all to please take a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the formalities, the launch right here on stage. We request you all to kindly join us to get a hands-on experience on this right now unveiled LUMIX S5II. For yourself, experience the greatness and the excellence that it has to offer. Also, may we kindly invite you all to join us for wine and cheese. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.